always figured they'd make a movie about my life. But I didn't think they'd start the story here. Because seriously, who wants to see a movie about a kid who's stuck in middle school with a bunch of morons?
Well, that's how fans met the movie version of Greg Heffley, the main character from the popular book series Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Author Jeff Kinney writes and illustrates the children's books about an awkward and sometimes sneaky middle schooler. The books have sold more than 180 million print copies worldwide. He's earned the #2 spot on the 2016 Forbes highest paid authors list. Tomorrow, the series' 11th book, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Double Down, will be released, and Jeff Kinney is with us. Jeff, good morning. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks.
I think we've got the whole collection in our house,
Really?
so we're fans in our house. But I didn't know that you had originally wanted to write this for adults.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I read comic books and comic strips that my father put in front of me. So I always thought that I'd be a cartoonist. And then when I wrote Diary of a Wimpy Kid, I really thought I was writing for my father, really, somebody who wanted to look back on his childhood. So it was
And your editor said what?
My editor, my publishing house said, you know what, we think you've written a children's series.
You went, really?
And are you Greg?
I think I'm Greg, but sort of a tortured, twisted version. Actually, he's a tortured, twisted version of me. He's an exaggerated form of my worst parts, I think.
I know, but it's so great. It so resonates with kids. Lisa, who produced this segment, her son Colton is here. Colton, by the way, has never been to this program. We've had many other famous people, but you're in today and Colton is here. You walk in the room and his mouth falls open. What is it that you were trying to connect with kids? Because Greg is sarcastic, but he's not a wise ass, which I think is really fun to read.
Yeah, I think that Greg is just a normal kid. He's got plenty of flaws. In fact, he's maybe he is less flawed than I was as a kid. I'm really just trying to look at childhood from every possible angle, and Greg is sort of the avatar. He's just the, you know, the guy who's representing all kids in my mind.
But when you first started, the Harry Potter books were big, and you were thinking, I can't be like that, or I need to do something else.
When I was writing Diary of a Wimpy Kid, I was reading Harry Potter, and I realized that Harry, you know, he's an underdog, but he's really not in some ways. He's brave, he's famous, he's magical, you know, he's powerful, he's a good athlete at Quidditch. And I was like, I wasn't any of those things. I was just a normal kid. So Greg is the anti-Harry Potter in some ways.
As you travel around the world, the Pope has a copy of this.
Yeah, the Pope has a copy.
In Latin, 82 languages. But you also say kids with autism.
Yeah,
affect you the most.
I have found that kids who have autism or dyslexia, that they really take to my books. And I think that what it is that these pictures in the books, they give the kids little islands to swim to, and the pictures provide context. You know, even the Pope, if he's learning Latin, he can look at the picture and read the text, and he gets some context from that feedback.
Yeah.
But you're taking this worldwide, though. You know, as Charlie said, when you go on there, this is the first time you're going to do a book tour globally.
Yeah, actually, we started that book tour last year, and we're continuing it this year. But we went to Brazil, China, Australia, Latvia, Romania, and this year we're going to India, Korea, Israel, all over the world. It's really gratifying.
So the message resonates outside, even though you're not American. There are a lot of wimpy people all around the world. Is that what you're finding?
Yeah. If I'm standing in front of a crowd in Brazil, I say, what is it about this book that's about really an American kid that resonates? And I think it's that we all, that childhood is a universal condition, really, is that most kids have parents and siblings and pets and homework and teachers. You know, these are the stories of childhood.
Why did you and your wife decide to open up a bookstore?
We decided to open up a bookstore because we wanted something really nice in the middle of our community. And now we have an unlikely story in Plainville, Massachusetts, and each week we have national or internationally known authors visiting us, and it's extremely edifying. You know, our lives are really enriched, and the greater community is also very enriched.
That a bookstore can be a community gathering place.
Absolutely. Bookstores are so vital to community.
Imagine, Jeff, if that cartoonist career that you wanted in the very beginning had worked out for you. Do you ever think about that? Do you feel frustrated that it didn't go the way you planned? Clearly you have commercial success, I get that.
Yeah. I was frustrated that I didn't become a newspaper cartoonist because that's what I wanted to be.
Yeah.
But I think this is a better dream. You know, the fact that I'm here with you today, I don't think that would have happened if I had had newspaper comics printed.
But you're in television. I mean, you're in movies, and you'll be in television as well.
Yeah, we have. We're working on a 4th Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie right now, which is based on The Long Haul. And next year, I'm going to start work on an animated television series. So it's really an exciting world.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you,
Great to
Jeff.
have you.
Say God can dream a bigger dream than you can dream for yourself. Congratulations, Jeff Kinney.
Thank you.